have a look at this slide now that looks more at networking. So it looks a little complicated, but if you can think, you have four main networks, groups that you can promote yourself and your accomplishments to, and groups that can help you develop the skills that you need to get in order to advance your career. This is your personal network, your family, your friends, the friends that you've made here at college, maybe relatives and even neighbors. So that's a little more social, right? Your professional contacts or networks are other professionals, some of whom may be in the same career as you or a career to which you aspire. Maybe you want to be an accountant, so you might have accountants in your network. There might be a physician. There might be a hairdresser. Now you might say, well, I don't want to be a hairdresser. Why would I want to associate with them? Well, you don't forget, you're a hairdresser. People like that are doing the hair of people who are also professionals, so they may also have contacts. All these people here that are professionals at what they do are a source of contacts for you, whether it's in an area where you want to get into or people who may know people who are already doing a career to which you aspire. All right. You also have what we call a career network. So if you look at people in specific, they might have specific levels of expertise, or they might hold specific positions in companies, maybe even in your current company. So your peers, people that you work with now, your customers that you service, your suppliers of your current company, any former employees or any former boss that you might have had, any department managers, senior executives, or technical experts. These are people that are in your company right now that are also a source of contacts. Again, including people who have left your company. Don't lose track of people just because they don't work at the same place you do anymore. These people are now out there, probably entrenched in a different job, and learning something. They might be able to connect with you later on and say, the company I moved to is really looking for somebody with your skills. Do you think you'd be interested in interviewing? You might say, hey, maybe I am. Maybe you are. Even if it's just to find out what that job is like, whether or not it might be a good career move or an opportunity for you. It might be better than the one you have now. So these are all people that are in your current career network. These are people who are in with your current employer now. And then organizational network, people who have the same interests as you do outside of your job, that you might affiliate with just through connection. So for example, you might coach Little League, right? So that might be a volunteer activity that you get into. You might golf with people on the weekend. That might be a social group, right? You might be a sales rep, and you might be part of a sales and marketing association, the Canadian Marketing Association or something. That might be an industry association. You might be active in your church. Maybe even just for females, they might be active in some women's groups. Sometimes they have these investment groups to advise females on how to invest, those kinds of things, So there's all kinds of these organizational groups that are always in touch with organizations who are looking or can give you career advice. So again, don't forget, in order to develop your career, you need to stay connected. A really great way, you might remember it from your careers course that you took with us in Business Career Strategies, we introduced you to the concept of LinkedIn. So if you check your course, we've given you some links that you might want to go to in order to set up a LinkedIn account if you haven't already done so, so that you can develop your network. So you might want to look at those videos that we've set up for you to show you how to get into LinkedIn. Now let's look again, apart from your own role in career development, your manager also has a role. So in our next video, we're going to discuss the role that your current manager can play in helping you develop your career.